Right, hi, my name is Bryce Butler, and this is my video for Sprint 6. um, so, I'm just gonna run the game. So, right now I have them all initialized to be poison, because I was testing mushroom resetting when the player dies. And so, I haven't fixed the issue where the flea keeps spawning, but as you can see, it starts from the bottom left and goes to the bottom right, or the top right, and then waits for a brief period of time, and then the level restarts. So I got that working. What else was there? Then right. One second. No? Oh, okay. It's up here. Hmm. Anyway, right, so so my wave manager has a pointer to the mushroom field, a pointer to all the enemies, um, and then it reads in my text file. So I have a list of waves, and then I have a current wave, which uses the front of the list for testing things and spawning things. So my waves are a struct, right here, struct wave. They have the scorpion spawn, the flea mushroom needed, spider spawn and speeds, and the centipede stuff. So the list of waves and then the current wave. So my text file reading is literally just reading from a text file. I have a boolean ignore, so if a token starts with an ampersand, then switch ignore to not ignore. So in my actual notepad, so these are like comments because ampersand to ampersand. This is explaining how my system works. So the values are the label, then the value, and then a dash represents a new wave, and I have it so don't add the dash when you're done unless there's a new wave after it. So right now I have two waves. They're kind of different, just barely so. The centipede just goes twice as fast and has one less segment, and things spawn more often. Let me see if I can get to spawn the new wave, or I guess here I can just change this to be 3 and the speed of 4. Okay, and then when I run, centipede is fast and really short, and so now the new wave started. The centipede has 11 segments, and has a speed of 4. And then right, so the other thing that I did is I have a strategy system that is of update type and called routine. So in the wave manager's update, I call the routines update. So the update type has only one method, update, and I have 3 different children of this class. I have a pause update, which is sent a wait time, and then it waits that time, and then it tells the wave manager that it's done being paused. And then I have a normal update, which calls the update scorpion and update spider method in the wave manager, which basically control spawning the scorpion and spawning the spider. And then my other one is the fix field. So in my mushroom field, I have a method fix mushrooms at column row. It was taking too long just doing each column and each row, like each individual grid space, just it would take too long. So right now it's doing 2 columns at a time, but it starts at the bottom left, and then the columns increment, and then once it reaches the end, the rows decrement, and then once it's done, I call the wave manager fix done. So in my wave manager, when pause is done, routine is a new normal update, and if the field is resetting, I have a new blaster and everything. Let me switch this to true real quick so I can show you AI. So I have a method is resetting, or a boolean is resetting, because when the blaster dies, I call reset wave, and reset wave sets is resetting to true, deletes all remaining enemies, and then switches my routine to fix the field. And so the reason I have is resetting is because when a centipede segment is destroyed, let me real quick destroy. It calls the wave manager decrement head count. So in decrement head count, I decrement a local variable called centipede count, or head count, and when it reaches 0, it calls a new wave. So I don't want the next wave to be called if the player dies, so I have to have the and not resetting. So there's that tidbit there. And then so yeah, let me play it and die so you can see my AI, and then I'll explain my AI. The field is resetting. And the reason I have it poisoned mushroom initialized is so you can see the visualization of it fixing easier. So right now my blaster is bobbing up and down and auto firing. When it collides, it slides. So excuse me. In my AI, so what I have it doing is if it's moving up, the blaster moves up, else it moves down, and these methods return a boolean if it moved or not. So if it collided with the mushroom or the bounding area, it will return false. So when it returns false, I switch directions, and then the same with the right and left, and then it fires every frame if it can. So that's everything, I believe. So yeah.